Upon our prey we steal, silence dread, a cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we never speak a word. A fly's footfall would be the stealing word. Come, friends, and follow the sea. Choose the navigation, take another station.
Why does he sit night after night in this drafty old ruin?
Why do I sit here? Why do I sit here? To escape the pirates' clutches, I describe myself as an orphan. And heaven help me, I am no orphan. I come here to humble myself before the tombs of my ancestors and to implore their pardon for having brought dishonor upon the family escutcheon.
But sir, you forget, you bought this property only a year ago? The stucco on your baronial castle is scarcely dry.
Frederick, in this chapel there are ancestors. You cannot deny that. With the estate, I bought the chapel and the ancestors. I don't know whose ancestors they were, but I know whose ancestors they are, and I shudder to think that their descendant by purchase, if I may so describe myself, should have brought disgrace upon what I have no doubt was an unstained escutcheon.
Well, be comforted. Had you not acted as you did, these reckless men would have assuredly called in the nearest clergyman and married your large family on the spot.
I thank you for your proffered solace, but it is unavailing. I assure you, Frederick, that such is the anguish and remorse I feel at the abominable falsehood by which I escaped from these easily deluded pirates, that I would go to their simple-minded chiefs this very evening and confess all. Did I not fear that the consequences would be most disastrous? Is your expedition ready to march against these scoundrels?
They are, at 11. and before midnight, I hope to have atoned for my involuntary association with these pestilent scourges by sweeping them from the face of the earth. And then, dear Mabel, you will be mine.
Are your devoted followers at hand?
They are. They only await my order.
Then, Frederick, may your lion-hearted escort be summoned to receive a general's blessing ere you depart upon your dreaded venture.
Dear sir, they come.
And bears a steel.
Tarantara, tarantara.
Your comfortable feel.
Tarantara.
And we find the wisest thing.
Tarantara, tarantara.
So slap our chest and sing.
Tarantara.
Though we threaten with a mute.
Tarantara, tarantara.
And your heart is in your boots.
Tarantara.
There is nothing brings it round like the trumpet's martial sound, like the trumpet's martial sound. Tarantara, 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 tarantara.
Tarantara, tarantara.
These attentions are well meant.
Tarantara.
Such expressions don't appear.
Tarantara, tarantara.
Calculated men to cheer.
Tarantara.
You are going to meet the fate in a highly nervous state.
Tarantara, tarantara, tarantara.
Still to us it's evident these attentions are well meant. Tarantara, tarantara, tarantara. Observe to greater stress on the wrist that on his press, and a reference luck to a chance of coming back. So perhaps it would be wise not to carp or criticize, for it's very evident these attentions are well meant. So perhaps it would be wise not to carp or criticize, for it's very evident these attentions are well meant. Yes, it's very evident these attentions are well meant. Evident, yes, well meant. Evident, oh yes, well meant. Yes, we go. Torrentoro, Torrentoro, All right, we go. Yes,
They're still here. Mabel, they're still here. Yes, but you don't go. This song lasts forever.
Now for the pirate's lair. Oh, joy unbounded. Oh, sweet relief. Oh, rapture unexampled. At last I may atone in some slight measure for the repeated acts of theft and pillage, of which, at a sense of duty stern dictation, I, circumstance's victim, have been guilty.
Young Frederick,
Who calls?
your late commander.
And I, your little Ruth.
And intruders, how dare ye face me? Know ye not, O rash ones, that I have doomed you to extermination?
Have mercy on us. Hear us ere you slaughter.
I do not think I ought to listen to you, but mercy should alloy our stern resentment. And so I will be merciful. Say on.
We tried to raise our spirits faint, according to our custom mode, with quips and quibbles quaint. But all in vain the quips we heard. We lay and sobbed upon the rocks, until to somebody occurred a startling paradox.
A paradox.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. We quips and quibbles heard in flux, but none to beats this paradox.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. This paradox.
We knew your taste for curious quips, for cranks and contradictions queer. With the laughter on our lips, we wished you there to hear. We said if we could tell it him, how Frederick would our joke enjoy. And so we've risked both life and limb to tell it to our boy.
A paradox.
A paradox, that most ingenious paradox. We quips and quibbles heard in flux, but none to beat this paradox.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. This paradox.
For some ridiculous reason, to which, however, I have no desire to be disloyal, some person in authority, I don't know who, very likely the astronomer royal, has decided that, although for such a beastly month as February, 28 days as a rule are plenty, 1 year in every 4, his days shall be reckoned as 9 and 20. Through some singular coincidence, I shouldn't be surprised if they're owing to the agency of an ill-natured fairy. You are the victim of this clumsy arrangement, having been born in leap year on the 29th of February. And so, by a simple arithmetical process, you will easily discover that though you've lived 21 years, yet we go by birthdays. You're only 5. and a little bit older.
Let's see. Yes, yes, with yours my figures do agree. Acquaint the ways of paradox and common sense she gaily mocks, yet counting in the usual way. Years 21 I've been alive, yet reckoning by my natal day. Yet reckoning by my natal day. I am a little boy of 5.
He is a little boy of 5.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. This paradox, a curious paradox. A most ingenious paradox. This is most curious, most absurdly whimsical. 5 1/4. You wouldn't think it to look at me.
Oh, no.
You'll be glad now, I'll be bound, that you spared us. You would have never forgiven yourself had you realized that you had killed 2 of your comrades.
My comrades.
Oh, I'm afraid you don't appreciate the delicacy of your position. You were apprenticed to us.
Until I reached my 21st.
No! Until you reach your 21st birthday. And, going by birthdays, you are of yet only 5 1/4.
You don't mean to say that you're going to hold me to that?
No, we merely remind you of the fact and leave the rest to your sense of duty.
Your sense of duty.
Don't put it on that footing. As I have been merciful to you just now, please be merciful to me. I implore that you not insist upon the letter of your bond, just as the cup of happiness is at my lips.
We insist on nothing, my dear. We merely remind you of the fact and leave the rest to your sense of duty.
Your sense of duty.
Well, you have appealed to my sense of duty. My duty is only too clear. I abhor your infamous calling, and I shudder at the thought of ever being mixed up with it. But duty is before all, and at any price, I will do my duty.
Bravely spoken, my boy. Come, you're one of us once more.
Lead on, I follow. Oh, horror!
What's the matter?
Ought I tell you?
What?
No, I cannot do it. But as one of your band.
Oh, speak out, my boy. I charge you with that sense of conscientiousness to which we have never yet appealed in vain.
General Stanley.
General Stanley what?
The father of my Mabel.
What?
General Stanley escaped from you on the plea that he was an orphan.
He did? Oh, yeah, he did. You're right.
Oh, it breaks my heart to betray the honored father of the girl that I adore.
Break it.
But as your apprentice, I have no alternative.
None.
Then it is my duty to tell you that General Stanley.
General Stanley what?
General Stanley is no.
General Stanley is no.
General Stanley is no.
Out with it. Charades. One word. 2 syllables. First syllable.
Okay.
Rowing. Rowing.
Canoeing?
Boat. Oar.
Oh, that's a good
Unicorn. Or unicorn.
Finn. Orphan. General Stanley is no orphan.
When you say orphan, do you mean one who has lost his parents? Or often frequently?
One who has lost his parents.
What?
And more than that, he never was one.
Am I to understand that in order to save his contemptible life, he dared practice upon our credulous simplicity? Oh, our revenge will be swift and terrible. We will march upon Tremorna Castle this very night.
But stay.
Not a word. He is doomed.
Away, away, my heart's on fire. I burn this base exception to repay. This very night, my vengeance dire shall glut itself in gore. Away, away.
Away, away, ere I expire, I find my duties hard to do today. My heart is filled with anguish dire. It strikes me to the core, away, away.
Falsehood, how he tricked us of our prides. The vengeance, how the pirate so decides. An empty Shermie softened with his lies. And in return tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies. Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies.
Tonight he dies.
Yes, early tomorrow.
His girls likewise.
They will utter in sorrow.
No one so smart.
In their natures they cherish.
And all who plot
To abuse shall perish.
tonight he dies as early tomorrow. His girls likewise they will utter in sorrow. For once so smart in their natures they cherish. And all who plot to abuse you shall perish. Away, away, away. Tonight the traitor dies. Away, away, tonight, tonight, tonight. The traitor dies tonight.
The gallant crew fled you. My Frederick in tears. It cannot be that lion heart at the coming conflict.
No, Mabel, no. A terrible disclosure has just been made. Mabel, my dearly loved one, I bound myself to serve the pirate captain until I reached my 21st birthday.
But you are 21.
I've just discovered that I was born in leap year, and that birthday will not be reached by me till 1940.
Oh, horrible catastrophe appalling.
And so farewell.
Oh, Frederick, hear me. Stay, Frederick, stay. They have no legal claim, no shadow of a shame to follow Frederick. Stay, Frederick, stay.
Nay, Mabel, nay, tonight I quit these walls. The thought my soul appalls, but Winston duty calls. I must obey. Nay, Mabel, nay, the duties they appall. My soul appalls, but Winston duty calls. I must obey.
Oh,
1940, I of age shall be, and then I'll return and claim you, I declare it.
It seems so long.
Swear that, till then you'll be true to me.
Yes, I'll be strong. My honest Stanley's dead and gone. I thought it.
Oh, here is love, and here is truth, and here is so much joy as laughter. She will be faithful to her soon, till we are wed, and even after. Oh, here is love, and here is truth. She will be faithful to her soon, till we are wed, and even after. And even after. Here is love, and here is truth, and here is so much joy as laughter. She will be faithful to us soon, till we are wed, and even after, even after. Oh, here is love, and here is truth, oh, here is love,
Sorry, a lord who loves to wear heavy the heart that hopes but vainly. Sad are the sights that know the spell offered by eyes who speak too plainly. Sorry, her Lord, who loves to wear heavy the heart that hopes but vainly. Heavy the sorrow that bows the head when love is alive and hope is dead. When love is alive and hope is dead. When love is alive and I have cried. Thy family descent, how great thy charm, how sweet thy excellence. Come one and all, undaunted men in blue. A crisis now, affairs are coming through.
In body and in mind, we are timidly inclined, and anything but blind to the danger that's behind. Yet when the danger's near, we manage to appear as insensible to fear as anybody here, as anybody here.
Sergeant, approach. Young Frederick was led you to death and glory. tenfold. He has done his duty, I'll do mine. Go ye and do yours. Right ho.
This is perplexing. But no matter, our course is clear. We must do our best to be the agent whereby our eerie fellow creatures were deprived of the liberty in which we so loved. But we should have thought of that before we joined the force.
We should.
It is too late now.
It is.
When a felon's not engaged in his employment, or maturing his felonious little plan, his capacity for innocent enjoyment is just as great as any honest man. Our feelings we with difficulty smother when constabulary duties to be done. I'll take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. When constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one. When the enterprising burglar's not a burglary, the custom isn't occupied in crime. He loves to hear the little brook a gurgling and listen to the merry village chime. When the coster's finished jumping on his mother, he loves to lie a basking in the sun. I'll take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. When constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one. I hear them on the manor poaching. With stealthy stride the pirates are approaching.
We are now coming to play the role of story General Stanley told. We seek a penalty 50 gold for General Stanley's story.
They seek a penalty
50 gold. We seek a penalty
50 gold. They seek a penalty 50 gold for General Stanley's story. They come in force with stealthy stride. Our obvious course is now to hide.
Wyatt!
Upon our prey we steal, silence dread, a cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we never speak a word. A fly's footfall would be the steal. So stealthily the pirate creeps while all the household soundly sleeps. Come, friends who plow the sea, the navigation, take another station. Let's bury piracy with a little burglary. Come, friends, to plow the cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we never speak a word. A fly's foot forward be the stealing word. Come, friends, to plow the sea. Troops to navigation, take another station. Let's verify the sea. With the winds of revelry, the Catholic bread. I'm on the prairies here. Silence red, our cautious way. We feel. Come, friends, to plow the sea. Troops to navigation, take another station. Let's verify the sea. With the winds of revelry, the Catholic dread. Along our prairies here. Silence red, our cautious way.
Hush, hush. Not a word. I see a light inside. The Major General comes. So quickly hide.
Yes! The Major General comes.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes. Tormented still by anguish dread of falsehood unatoned, I lay upon my sleepless bed and tossed and turned and moaned. A man who feels his conscience ache, no peace at all enjoys. And as I lay in bed awake, I thought I heard a noise.
He thought he heard a noise.
No, all is still in dale on hill. My mind is set at ease. So still the scene, it must have been the sighing of the breeze. Sighing softly through the river comes the loving breeze, setting nature all a quiver, rustling through the trees.
Through the trees.
And the broken ripping measure lasts for very long, while the poplars in their pleasure wave their arms above.
As the trees for very love wave their leafy arms above.
River, river, little river, may thy loving prosper ever. Heaven help thee, poplar trees, may thy wooing happy be. Heaven help thee, poplar trees, may thy wooing happy be. But the breeze is but a rover when he wings away. Who can poplar mourn a love, sighing well a day?
Well a day.
Now the doing and undoing ere the rogue could tell. When the breeze is out a-wooing, who could woo so well?
He tells the rogue to tell, nobody can woo so well.
Pretty brook, the ream is over, fickle breeze, stands a lot of poplar trees, put by. Some in your men and affect their capture. Beautiful Mabel, I would if I could, but I am not able.
Selling the true key is not able.
With face deceit, you worked upon our feelings. Revenge is sweet, and flavors all our dealings. With courage rare, in resolution manly, for death prepare, unhappy General Stanley.
Is he to die, you trivial nail? Oh, serve him! Oh, no one in his cause a weapon wield. Oh, serve him!
Yes, we are here, though hither to conceal. So to confabulate pirates.
Come on!
Advantage you've contrived, but your proud triumph will not be long-lived.
Don't say you're orphans, for we know that game.
On your allegiance, we've a stronger claim. We charge you yield. We charge you yield in Queen Victoria's name.
You do.
We do. We charge you yield.
We yield at once with humble mien, because with all our faults we love our queen.
Yes, yes, with all their faults, they love their queen.
Yes, yes, with all our faults we love our
takes them at the bar.
One moment, let me tell you who they are. They are no members of the common throng. They are all noblemen who have gone wrong. They are all noblemen who have gone wrong.
No Englishman unmoved that statement hears, because with all their faults we love our house of peers. I pray you pardon me, ex-pirate kings. Peers will be peers, and youth shall have its fling. Resume your ranks and legislative duties, and take my daughters, all of whom are beauties.
At length we are provided with unusual facility to break heretic crime for dignified respectability.
Combined, I needn't say, with the unparalleled felicity of what we have been longing for, unbounded domesticity.
Tomorrow morning early, we shall quickly be personified.
Ideally coupled, conjugally matrimonified.
And this shall be accomplished by a doctor of divinity, who happily resides in the immediate vicinity.
Military knowledge, though I'm plucky and adventuring, has only been brought down at the beginning of the century. But still, in getting off my daughters, 6 or 8 or 12 or all, I've found myself the model of a modern major general.
cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we never speak a word. A fly scorched floor would be the sea.